Hey everyone, Tony here from Psych'd Baseball Cards with one package of mail day, and I'm also going to show 4 cards from my Topps 1960 collection. These are cards that I've had slabbed. I've been slowly showing some of these cards, and so I'm going to show 4 more. So first, let's open up my package. This will be a card, my 1960 All-Star collection that I'm doing. I'm just picking up all the All-Star cards from 1960. There is no registry on those, but I just like the way the cards look, so I can't understand why people, I guess it's for return mail, I guess, I don't know, but packed it in another package. So, anyway, this one is Joe Cunningham in a near mint 8. A really nice looking card. Corners look good. Like all the cards I've been getting from this set, there's just a slight off color and there's sort of a, I would say, yellowing, kind of like, I'm not sure, but it's not that crisp, bright color, but it still looks good. A little bit of history about Joe. He played for the St. Louis Cardinals, the White Sox, and the Washington Senators. He had a 12-year career, played first base and the outfield. He was originally a first baseman, but he was switched to the outfield when Stan Musial had to start playing first base because of his age. His first Major League Baseball game, he hit a home run, and then the next day he hit 2 home runs off of Warren Spahn. And at the time, that was a record for most home runs in 2 games for beginning your career. That record lasted until this year when it was broken by Francisco Arcia. During those 2 games, he also had like 9 RBIs. Oh, I'm sorry, it was the RBIs that was broken by Francisco Arcia, not the home runs. But it was a Major League record, 3 home runs in the first 2 Major League games, and I think that was broken in 2016 by, I don't remember who it was. But anyway, that record lasted for quite a while. He was traded to the Cardinals in '61 for Minnie Minoso, and then traded from the White Sox in '64 for Bill Skowron. And I had done a video on Skowron a few days ago. And his best season was in 1959 when he led the National League in on-base percentage at .453, and he hit .345 that year and finished second to Hank Aaron for the National League batting title. He was a career .291 left-handed hitter with 64 home runs, 436 RBI, and was a 2-time All-Star. Okay, so that's Mr. Cunningham. Next up, we have Thornberry. He had an 8-year career as an outfielder for Boston, the Washington Senators, and the Angels. He was mostly a bench player. He had a .236 career batting average, hit 29 home runs, 137 RBIs, and scored 152 runs in 521 games. After retiring from baseball, he became a successful professional trainer of bird dogs. He handled Miller's Miss Knight, a pointer, to victory in the 1973 National Bird Dog Field Trial Championships. And that was for all you bird dog fans out there. Okay, so there's Mr. Thornberry. Next up we have in a excellent 5, Tito Francona. He is the father of Terry Francona, the manager of the Indians and former manager of the Red Sox. He played for 9 different teams in his 14-year career. He was part of baseball history when he hit the 3rd in a series of 4 consecutive home runs in a single inning against pitcher Paul Foytak of the Angels. This was the 2nd time in baseball history that a team hit 4 consecutive home runs in one inning. It has happened 3 times since, including once by the Red Sox while his son Terry Francona was managing. Tito was a career .272 hitter, had 125 home runs, drove in 656, and had a .403 slugging percentage. Next up, we have the guy who he hit one of those 4 home runs off of, Paul Foytak. He was a right-handed pitcher who had an 11-year career, 10 of them with the Tigers, and his last one was with the Angels. He had 4 solid years from 56 through 59, during which he was among the top 10 pitchers in the American League. In fewest hits allowed per 9 innings 3 times, in top 10 innings pitched 3 times, in strikeouts 3 times, and complete games twice. He had the fewest walks per 9 innings once, and in 59 he led the American League in games started with 37. In 63 he became the first pitcher to give up home runs to 4 consecutive batters. And one of those was Tito Francona, the previous card. He was a career 86 wins, 87 losses, 4.14 ERA, and 827 strikeouts. And last but not least, we have, I love this guy's name, played for the Dodgers. I was known for his moon shots because they played in the Los Angeles Coliseum, which was built for football. And when the Dodgers moved to LA, until Dodger Stadium was built, they played their games in the Coliseum. And being made for football, they had a really short left field bleachers. And so they put up this really big, tall screen to try to keep balls from going out of the park all day long. And Wally used to hit him over that big old screen all the time. A lot of balls were hit off of it, and he hit quite a few over. He was an All-American in Texas A&M. He was 12 years in the majors for the Cardinals and the Dodgers. After his junior year, he was offered $18,000 to play for the Tigers. His dad had him turn it down because he would have just rode the bench in the minors. The Cardinals offered him $6,000 to sign, which his father encouraged him to do because they didn't have many left-handed hitters in their farm system. In 1954, being tired of playing in the minors, he just showed up uninvited to spring training that year. Eddie Stanky, the manager, let him stay and played him in several games because he played winter ball and was ahead of the other players. After several games in right field, a writer suggested Moon was being groomed to replace Eno Slaughter. One day, Eno stopped at Moon's locker and said, "Don't worry, you're not going to take my job." So, in '54, when Wally Moon came to bat for the first time in the majors, some of the home fans started booing him. Others yelled, "We want Eno," referring to Eno Slaughter, who was traded 2 days earlier. Facing the jeers, Moon hit his home run his first time at bat onto the right field roof. He hit another homer in his final at bat of that season. That year he batted .304 with a .371 on-base percentage and a .435 slugging percentage. Sports writers voted him National League Rookie of the Year over Ernie Banks and Hank Aaron. He was traded to the Dodgers in '59. And he was a career .289 hitter with 142 home runs, 661 RBIs. He was a 3-time All-Star, 3-time World Series champion, Rookie of the Year in '54. He won a Gold Glove, and he passed away this year in February at age 87. So there you have it. A little bit of vintage today. Hope you enjoyed it. And then everybody have a great rest of the day. And until next time, take care. Bye-bye.